That was some pretty bullish guidance, right?
Yeah.
That was interesting to me that they would feel comfortable being that bullish when they really didn't need to, because there's a lot of potential uncertainty out there in the next quarter. So they must feel very, very good. And then the data center, I mean, that was really, really impressive. So I think, we talk about it's probably better to own here higher than it was this morning lower.
The high margin data center business is, I think, still growing nicely. The fact that Intel had been, look, the last couple quarters for Intel, the outlook was not very good. And in fact, they threw a lot of cold water on the sector, and so a lot of people felt it was really their business, which wasn't in some of the high growth businesses of the chip chain. But you have to be excited by how these guys have essentially not only reaffirmed that they actually are seeing growth, that maybe they have to kick up demand because supply because demand is actually better than expected, but they talked about China and the impact, and they haven't really seen a major impact. I don't know if that means you should be fearful of the eventual, but it's a relief for a company that I think people were certainly priced to the downside on this number.
Data center beating the revenues by 10%. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. To Tim's point about margins, it all of a sudden makes their operating margins close to 36%, which is significantly better than the street was looking for. $20 billion is 8% or so of their market cap. That's not insignificant. That's one more thing. And valuation, to Karen's point, you can make an argument it's probably cheaper now in this move than it was a couple hours ago. So 54 is sort of your breakout level. It's above there now. I think you can stay long in the stock.
We bailed on Intel back in the spring, replaced it with Broadcom. So we like Broadcom. They've got great 5G exposure, which is going to be important over the next year. Good dividend yield, and on top of that, with their Symantec acquisition, 30% of their revenues are now going to be coming from software.